J-Moore, the very best reviews. Tell them none can contest, we gon'
What's good, everybody? Welcome to the show. Appreciate everybody for coming through. And tonight we're gonna break on down the the damn near the last episode 9, season 8. And boy, they should have renamed it Simp City, if you ask me. Boy, that Vic boy, he done went out, man. What? First of all, I wanted to break down the episode kind of in a row, but I can't. My mind blown. First of all, you talk about a dude taking a murder rap, a moida for a woman he ain't smashing that treat him like a goofball, straight up treat him like an employee. You ain't got no kids with this woman. You ain't hit it. You kissed her one time. You what? Clean up and mop her bar. And you about to take a moida rap? You ready to go to jail for her? Talking about she got kids. They ain't your kids. That ain't your responsibility. And then she thinks she the godmother pulling out the strap on Bakari like she about to take him out right then and there. If she would have, what was she gonna do? She'd have been begging him to help get rid of the body, but then she talking about you don't call the shots around here with a little leather jacket. And so I'm glad this is over because the turn that they have made for Tiff, I don't like it. I don't like it not one bit. Not one bit. Nah, I don't like that not one bit. I had to drop a dime on that right there. You know what I'm saying? Nah, man. She done lost her mind straight up, and he even worse. And then, come on, Shy. Don't tell me I done had, 8, 9 years of my life watching and reviewing this show? For you all to make Reg, after all he been through on this show, he just was talking about, I really miss my brothers. This was a brighter day. He just said he misses brothers. But then he talking about, I'm going to go ahead and fix this. So he going to take the murder rap for Vic? Talking about, I know where the body buried. We see nothing. We done brought out Frankennuck up in this mud. He started molding and decomposing in this boy. He looking like Frankenstein. They got a Frankennuck in this mother. Anyway, how the hell Reg know where the body was buried? Only Tiff and Vic knew. Unless Vic told him. You know what I'm saying? So how he know where the body buried? And then he gonna take a murder. You got... I don't know what, the sentences are for crimes. I could Google it and look it up. But for the sake of keeping the flow right now, I'll look it up later. I know you at least getting 10 to 20 years for murder. Maybe 30. And at least Reg, he at least 30 in his 30s on this show. In real life, he in his 40s, damn near. But you 30 years old and you get 30 years, 20 years in prison, you coming out 50 years old, 60 years old. Is you crazy? What if they done better hit him with life? Let me know in the comments, how long does a person get typically on the murder rap? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. One of y'all can Google it for me while I'm rambling on. But overall, you know what I'm saying? I believe you at least getting 10 to 15 minimum for murder. If you had a way to prove self-defense, evidence, ambiance, all that good stuff, maybe you can work things out different. But if you burying niggers in the backyard, you may have trouble. What's the other thing, man, that really Simp City, man? What's with the Simp City, man? They going out Simp City's fashion, like, scorched earth, ain't they? They really are going scorched earth Simp City. I mean, they really kind of, the show has been through a few changes, as all of us that's been watching it for a minute know. The damn show ain't the same show it was when it started. Hell, half the people ain't even on the show no more. But what the hell is wrong with Emmett? Why would he tell Keisha? Here's the thing. Why would he tell Keisha that Tiff killed Nuck and that he knew about it for a week? That's the thing. You knew she was going to ask how long you knew about it. You already know she was going to ask. You got to say, I just found out, baby. It's been killing me all day. Okay, good. She'll move on because the main focus is now Tiff and what she did. But you talking about you knew for a week and you walk around smiling, kiki, and going to work, coming doing that made her have trust issues with you. Keisha too petty with Emmett. Emmett can't be that open with Keisha. Keisha will throw it back in your face. Keisha will be like, yeah, but you couldn't handle this, remember? You couldn't do this. You needed me for that. So, da. Like, what? What about all the stuff you needed me for? And you couldn't handle or do. Your ass couldn't keep a kindergarten teaching job while you talking about homeschooling somebody. Your ass couldn't work at the damn kindergarten, keep your job. So what the hell you talking about? Anyway, boy, this idiot told her he knew for a week. I get it that he had to tell her, although I don't know. I probably would have never told Keisha if I was him, just for the simple fact he gotta still have feelings somewhat for Tiff. They got a kid together. Now you got Keisha and you about to get married. Like, that's two women that played a big part in your life. You don't want them fighting. You don't want them hating each other. You can't get in the middle of it. It's just, and you already know Nuck was a bad dude. He didn't kill Rob, all this other stuff. So you taking her side? He was the father of my child. Bitch, shut up. The father of your child is Emmett. He the one raising him. Not come by, pick him up. Hey, little Nicklet. What's up, little Nicklet? How you doing? I can't wait to put a tattoo right here for you. I can't wait. It's going to be cute. It's going to be cute. I'm putting one right here. I'm putting some butterflies right here. I'm going to get some stuff outline you right here. You going to be a cute little gangster baby. Call you Gangsta Boo. Gangsta La Boo Boo. Like, man, Keisha need to quit it. Straight up. She holds Nuck in high regard. She holds Nuck in higher regard than Emmett. Straight up. She act like Nuck like a smart dude holding it down, a good guy. Like, what? She crazy. So, anyway, get to some of these comments, man. I appreciate y'all with the comments and everything. But yeah, man, I just can't believe Emmett. And also Darnell. He done got simped out by little what magic trick booty thick. Bet you wish you could take a lick. That's bars right there. Freestyle, baby. Oh, still got it. Nah, but he didn't got tricked. She over here got a deck full of the same card, tricking these dudes out they wallets, money, tips, hearts, falling for the okey doke. He had to tell his girl so she can help him on the case. Like, come on, man. And then, last but not least, before I really go in order and break it down, these are like 3 moments of this episode that was big. Is that, and this other episodes, I mean, other big moments, but we see Keisha gonna tell Tiff, I don't want to be your friend no more. I don't want you to pay for the wedding. I don't even want you at the wedding. I don't want to be your friend no more. She ain't even come with that much heat for Bakari when he said that he popped him. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just wanted him fired from his job. But when he told you that to your face, he told you to your face. And you just like, why? It was either him or me. Okay, you can't work at Smokies. Keisha's so goofy and petty, but she came with super heat. But I guess that's because Tiff, you my friend. You was paying for stuff. You had my back. You was helping me. Nope. I don't know, man. Keisha ass crazy. Straight up. And Bakari is a goofball. Simp City, they turned him into when he was a little G. They got him falling for Lene, telling her everything, as always. When what he should have been doing is clearing out Nuck's apartment. He should have cleared it to the bone. Not a stick of furniture up in that piece. And bounced to the other side of town, out of town, whatever. You ain't gonna be letting nobody put no murder on you, telling nobody it's you did it, or letting goofy ass Tiff pull a gun on you, talking about you work for me, I should kill you, this and that. What? If Vic wasn't standing there, girl, you'd be over with. In so many ways, you'd be done for. You know, she got lucky. You know, the police, Chicago police, did a half-ass job. I mean, I guess that's what they do sometimes. But when they searched that house, she didn't blew Nuck away right there in the bedroom. They wasn't doing no forensics, no black light or nothing. They ain't noticed no blood on the floor. What, they didn't have it professionally cleaned. You know what I'm saying? They ain't find no Nuck DNA nowhere. You know he was busting Nucks all over the place. But he was busting Nucks all up in that. All in the bathroom. He was leaving little knucklets of DNA. Busting Nucks all up in that. Don't you love me? So, had they been doing their job, they'd have found a little bit of knucklets up in that piece, some DNA. You know? DNA. Then they could at least brought her in for questioning. But I guess they was hoping to find a dead body under the bed or in one of the drawers or something, or find a gun or something, because that's all they was doing was the typical looking under the bed and throwing all your shit on the floor. So, I don't know. She got lucky there. And for Vic at the end, when they was about to arrest her, for him to say, I did it, take me, I'm like, no, He like, that's all right. I'm made for the pen. Hey guys, I'm back. He started playing Broadway show tunes and start coming in kicking his feet. WB. How they do it? Cha cha cha. Where's my room, guys? Party's on me tonight. This fool. I don't know, man. How many of y'all would be ready to take a murder charge for somebody like Tiff if you was in that situation? Similar. I mean, basically, he got a crush on her. But if you go to jail, she gonna be smashing somebody else while you rotting in jail. So how is that gonna help your crush? How is she gonna love you for doing that? You know? So I couldn't believe that. Emmett wouldn't have did it. And what's up with Emmett baby mama? You talk about a beehive. Bottom line, that is my son. Okay, and he my son too. And if he doing better here and he happy here, what's the problem? He coming home with me. I need these food stamps. I need that child support. That's why he coming home with me. Boy, she horrible. She ain't give a damn about Shorty. It was all about her and control, and that's my son. Like he just a piece of property. Even he was trying to be accountable. Since when you become accountable? Who told you that? That bitch. Don't be telling my son about accountability. That ain't something that runs in our side of the family. Oh my God. That bro was horrible. Emmett had horrible taste in women in his early years. He was just hopping in whatever pool was open and wet. All right, let me get to these comments because I be talking and talking and talking. That's G. What up with you? How you feeling? Who else? What's good, fam? How you feeling? SG, can the shot just end already? Hey, man, I feel you. It is bad writing. They have changed the show at least 3 times. It's bad writing, but it is entertaining in the sense of a car crash where people gotta look just to see what's happening. It wasn't really that entertaining half the time, really wasn't nothing to even look at, but they got you. You still look, didn't you? Some people be like, not me, not me. I've been trained. I don't look no more. I don't look. I don't care if their head falling off. I won't look, won't look. Got somewhere to go. I was going somewhere. Nope. Hey, man, your guts is on the floor. But hey, I won't look. Nope. I didn't even notice. Didn't notice. Nope. So anyway, yeah, man, it's over. They had to tie up a lot of loose ends in a sense. And you know, this stuff with the brothers and Tiff and all this and Keisha, it's wild out there in the field. Who else? Reg will go to prison and be mentored by the old man. The old man from what? Season 1, season 2? The dude who was coming to get the money to? That's the storyline they should have kept in a way. But they had so many things they were kind of doing on this show. I guess if you'd have kept that storyline, it's not really in Chicago, the prison. But, you know, would have been interesting, but Red's gonna get mentored. They're gonna call it Penitentiary 2. They gonna call Red's Too Sweet. Bobby Bailey, you say the feds didn't have a body yet, so nobody, no case. Reg, Vic, and Tiff would have been in the clear. That's true. That's true. But with Reg saying where the body was, that changed everything. But the problem is, who told Reg where the body was? You know what I mean? He didn't know. Now Vic and Tiff knew. And as far as I know, they the only ones that knew. If it's anybody else, let me know that know. But as far as I know, those are the only two that knew about the body. If anybody else knew about the body, let me know in the comments. And also, I'm going all the way back to the very beginning comments and trying to come through, so I'll get to you. SG, this show was wasted potential. His mama in a dream told him to tell her. That was whack. I did like to see Jada back, even though she was never one of my favorite characters. But that old dream walking Black Panther bull crap, that bullshit, that was whack. And you know, it, like I say, good to see her again. Whack that she came back and given this old Black Panther Wakanda type imagery. Just tell it, baby. Have some chicken, baby. SG, Keisha being this mad is dumb. Nuck wasn't innocent. I mean, for real, man. And they had a one night stand. And what? I know she glad that at least the baby ain't, you know, the guy that took it from her. And at least it's the guy she gave it up just as fast as the guy that took it the same night. But the fact remains is Nuck ain't did nothing for that baby. He ain't the pappy. Straight up. She giving way too much credit to him over Emmett. When Emmett the damn daily daddy in this piece. If you playing daily daddy, I think you should get a little more credit, a lot more, especially for somebody that come by and, like I say, pick them up, drop them off, and leave. I mean, pick them up in the air and drop them back down on the ground and leave. Straight up. Who else? You say Emmett can't handle keeping secrets from his woman. That's why he confessed to Tiff about Dom and Keisha about Isaiah Nuck. That's true, and that's a bad character flaw. Straight up. Because here's why. And this is how I do things. Not to say I got supreme character, but I don't think you should do that stuff and then tell the person, because not only are you doing something that's upsetting or hurtful, you're now telling them, which then always hurts that relationship one way or another. And what you should do instead is don't do the behaviors. If it's a behavior or something that would hurt that person or relationship, just don't do it. Then you don't have to worry about keeping a secret or telling or don't tell or nothing. Just don't do it. And then you ain't got to get into it. If it was the case where he found out about Tiff, he could have just told Keisha the first day. Then he wouldn't have had to say how long he worry about it or this or that. Just told her the first day, get it out. But no, he want to hold it for a week, trying to figure out how he gonna say it, only to spill it out like that. Like, that was stupid. You'd have been better off just coming home like, baby, guess what I just found out? Have a seat. It's going to be devastating. I can't believe it myself. I mean, I don't know what to do. I can't believe. What? Where is it? What? Hold on. Have a seat. I'm going to sit with you because I can't believe it. What? I just found out Tiff killed Nuck. Or I would have been like, I found out some couple things. Nuck killed Rob and Pastor Zeke. And when Tiff found out that he killed Rob, she killed him. What? You know, he could have said that. That would have been better than what he did. But, you know, point is, don't do things you ashamed of, and don't do things that you got to keep a secret and hide, and that you just can't keep a secret and hide, but you should. Then you setting yourself up for problems, you know. So my best advice is don't even do it. Then you ain't gotta lie. Then you ain't gotta hide, you know. And if it is a situation where you was just had to, then you better do it. Anyway, SG, you say 8 seasons and Emmett still ain't learned. Ain't that the truth? Who else? Emmett didn't even trust Isaiah. Nuck. Emmett didn't want Nuck around his family. Well, I wouldn't want him around the family either, sitting here taking credit, breathing over my shoulder. What? Because you had a half-ass baby by accident with her? And now what? That give you the invite to come all up in my house and calling the shots and doing this and doing that? No, you're doing too much. You know you done forked up, and the only reason he doing that is because he want to try to smash again and take her away from Emmett. You know, like if she didn't, because he already done smashed and wanted to be with her at one time, but if she didn't find out that baby was his and let him know, he wouldn't have had that in to get back in their life. You know, but by having that in, now he got a reason to come over. He got a reason to do this, reason to do that, you know, and that only makes matters worse. So I ain't mad at Emmett. I'm with Emmett on that. He was doing too much. Hey, Negro, your son will be waiting on the porch. Jimmy Bird, what's good, fam? SG, Keisha is like Nina. In what way? Yvonne Cox, Nuck was a piece of trash. Why is Keisha even mourning? Damn. Really? Nah, I agree with you, mama. He is, and Keisha's a goofball. Keisha been a damn bag of emotions, misplaced emotions, ever since she been on the show, to be truthfully honest. She been you know, you could say it's been because of that trauma, it's gotten worse, but yeah, Keisha been a mess. Jimmy Bird, Nuck killed her baby daddy first, LOL. Yvonne, Bakari said he going to Atlanta. Yeah, he better try to do something. He better buy a car. This boy ain't got a car. His car what? Got took, didn't it? Because he had a car, but it got repoed, right? He better get another car, and he ain't got to get nothing flashy. You know, he ain't trying to get no Hellcat like these YNs want to get, them damn Hellcats. They ain't gonna be, well, they ain't gonna keep it to 100,000 miles, so they don't give a damn. But they ain't wanna get no damn. You need to get him a Honda Civic. Straight up. Take all the Nuck's furniture and possessions as much as he can. Sell what he can't. Who else? You say Bakari is of no consequence to Keisha. Tiff and Keisha bonded over Keisha's abduction and their lack of their fathers. Yeah, I mean, he's a consequence to Tiff, because she trying to use him as her scapegoat. But Keisha don't give a damn. Yeah. Nut SG, Nut killed Pastor Zeke and Papa Father. He sure did. Traffic people, and is the reason Keisha got kidnapped. But she sad. I know. It's like she don't even know dude. Truth be told. She don't know him. And she over here doing all this goofiness. Yvonne, they pulled Nut crusty body out the ground. That was Nuckenstein. Who else? Keisha said is sad for her son Ronnie's sake. Why? It's better off that he don't have Nuck in and out of his life. Nuck, what kind of influence would that be? He'd be talking about to Emmy, you ain't my real daddy. My real daddy a gangster. My real daddy do this. My real daddy do that. You ain't my, and this is his influence. I don't think Nuck was a good influence on Shorty. You know, that don't mean he deserves to die for that, but I think him not being in this life is gonna be a positive for little Ronnie's sake. Now all the kids can have the same mother and father for the most part. Bobby Bailey, they took the money too that didn't make no sense. They gonna keep that money for themselves. Ah, shoot, they took the money. I don't know what you talking about on that one. I'm too far behind. Let's see. NGP for life. Let's see. The way this show continues to emasculate and weaken the black man is crazy. They wouldn't even let Darnell get the watch back without his girlfriend help. LOL. I know, right? That was whack. This is comment, like I say, I'm starting back getting to the comment, but yeah, that was whack. He had to have her help him find it, and he over here, how you do the trick? Oh, like, and why he still got that in his ear? Like, take that out. Why he got to be a goofball? Like Darnell, a cool dude. Why they got to have that in his ear for 10 years straight? Like, really? Really? He ain't got the new ones, the AirPods. He's still rocking that big old goofy thing. Where you even buy that? Bobby Bailey, you say I'm not taking no murder rap. She fine as hell. Nope. I know. And you ain't smashing either. You ain't never smashed before. He ain't never even smashed before. Nah, don't get me wrong. Tiff a fine little mama. She a cutie. I love me a little yellow bone, but even if I smashed 100 times in a week, 100 times a week be smashed. I ain't taking no murder rap and going to down in the pen for 15, 20, 30 years. Nah, you ain't that fine. Be honest with you, ain't nobody that fine for me to just do that. I don't know, man. What? How would that be a benefit? How is that gonna help either one of us? Well, I know how to help that one, but how is that gonna help? Why would I do that? I don't know. Yvonne, you say, but most of the time, Nuck just wanted to see his son for an alibi for murders of Rob and Duda. Great point. Great point, Yvonne. That is what he was doing a lot of times. It wasn't like he was really coming to see his baby. He did use him for a couple alibis. Yeah, Nuck was a little something else, man. Too bad she don't know the real Nucker. That Nicker, that Nucker. Place to vent. Greetings from Charlotte. What's good, Charlotte, North Kakalaka? Who else? You say Keisha is nothing like Nina. Nina felt pressure to marry and have children. Keisha accepted all things involved with her family. Well, she kind of needed Emmett's help too. And they kind of brought it together because without Emmett, Keisha was about to be in trouble. But also, without Keisha and a little bit acting like a mama, Emmett was in trouble. So, Lord Dragon, what's good with you? The link coming soon for those that's interested. Christian. SG, you think that they both controlling her and Nina? They are both controlling. That is true. Yvonne, yes, next week is the season finale. I'm glad you brought that up because I was thinking of maybe going on Twitch or maybe Discord, I'm guessing, and watching the episode when it dropped live with people, and then we can react live, and then of course I'll come back and do this, but we'll see how it go. Just an idea. The problem with the Shy is it don't never come out at midnight like it's supposed to. So it's hard to kind of coordinate it. Let me see how many comments we got left. I'm making to them all. What's up, Rashonda? All right. I'm going to try to scan through a couple of these comments right quick. Lord Dragon, when that guy says sometimes it be your girl that takes you out, that blew the element of surprise. We knew what to expect. That wasn't good to put that in there. Nah, that definitely wasn't good to put that in there. Like I say, some people feel the writing got a little lazy. Some people look at it as foreshadowing. I'm not sure, but they are wrapping this up. It's hard to wrap up a show, some people say, but they are kind of rushing it a little bit. Bobby Bailey, Vic did when Reg visited him in jail. I'm behind. I missed what we was talking about in context. Yvonne, Vic told Reg about the body. Ah, okay. Vic told Reg when he visited him in jail. Okay. I don't remember that part. Who else? Nuck took Ronnie trick-or-treating and outing with Keisha and Emmett and spent time with Ronnie at Nuck apartment. Yeah, but I think he was trying to compete with Emmett during those times. It wasn't really about the shorty. It was more about Emmett and Keisha trying to, son Emmett and show Keisha, hey, I'm better than him. Choose me. Jimmy Bird, they fired the best person on the show. Yeah, that was a messed up situation, though. They got themselves in. Lord Dragon, she might got pregnant for him. Never know how the story might go. She might got pregnant for him. Mistype, it's all good. Who else? Keisha was in full relationship with Nuck. She dropped Damon with the glasses for Nuck. We just never saw him. She said she's supposed to be dating him or meeting him up. I thought it was a first date, or maybe it was one of the few dates they had, early dates, when she got took on the bus stop, half dressed. Yvonne, you say, yeah, but it do not change the fact he was a piece of trash and Keisha should not mourn him. I agree. She need to know who he is, but she don't. So, just like a mama mourning him. Bobby Bailey, you say, why Keisha haven't visited Ronnie grave yet? He saved her from that man. Now, that's a good point. That's something they should have been shown, or at least in the video, in the series, with somebody going to visit his ass, laying a flower down. Hey, man, you was a real one. This is for Coogie. SG, you say that's something Power would do, not the Shy. Yeah, that's probably right. They got similar writing styles though. Jimmy Bird, ever since they fired Jason Mitchell, every scene they drinking too much. What? They wasn't drinking too much. They ain't even had no drinks. You say Ronnie under Nuck influence would be like Tariq under Kanan. Now that's a good point. It'd be horrible for him to be under Nuck influence, man. He'd be raising him up, be a little G. Look at my little G. That's my little G. Bobby Bailey, they took the money from Tiff House when they raided. Now that was messed up. They shouldn't have took Tiff money now. Hey, we'd had to make sure we was right there with it. They was showing Tiff and Vic downstairs in the doorway. Oh hell. You know what? I'm glad you brought that up. That was another point I wanted to bring up, but then I'm about to get to this super chat comment. Shout out to my man DeMarcus Vaughn spreading love. But after Tiff had little Toussaint, you know what I'm saying? Madame Toussaint, little wax museum face ass. No, you'll see that little Madame Toussaint come through, talking about you better get a lawyer. Why she didn't have the moving van there the next day, packing up everything in that damn house? At least getting anything that was worth a damn up out of there. Straight up. That money, jewelry, anything. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff would have been up out of there. You know what I mean? We'd had the Byzance. Straight up. First of all, the type of life she living and want to live, she can't even have a house where you can just walk up to the door. You can't just walk up to the door or spray up my house. No, she need to be living in a penthouse, straight up, Lake Point Tower. It's a doorman, an elevator. You got to go through security levels to get up to my door, straight up. I got to buzz you in. You ain't getting a little buzzy buzz. You ain't coming up in this piece, straight up. You come through here uninvited, you gonna have to say hello to my big ass friend. You know what I mean? Straight up. But you can't be sitting in no damn house on the street. Hell no. Straight up. But yeah, she should have moved all that stuff out that house, all that cash, all that stuff, all that furniture. She should have just moved, put that house on the market, and moved. Straight up. But they need to dig his ass up out the ground first and move him first. You got to dig about the skeletons out your backyard. You talk about skeletons in the closet. She got them in the backyard. They overflowing. Shout out to DeMarcus Vaughn. You say Reg pulled up a Weebay from the wire claiming Nuck body. What? He pulled up a Webby. He pulled up a Weebay from the wire, claiming Nuck body. Oh, yeah, shoot, you done went way back, man. You making me have to put my memory banks to use over here, man. But yeah, man, I don't like none of that, man. Because if Reg realized, dude, I'd hate Vic. If Reg realized he's sitting in jail, because in his mind, he thinking he's saving his brother from some murder. But if he realized he really in there for Tiff, another somebody he ain't smashed, and it ain't got nothing, like, they crazy. All right, y'all. I'm about to go ahead and break down my Moorescore rating for this episode. And for those that are new to the channel, it's where I try to give a non-biased rating for the episode. So stick with me for a minute. Let's do this. And then I'm going to put in the link. So if anybody want to come up and chat about this episode or the show in general, you can come on up. We can talk about it. All right, let's do it. All right. Some of y'all already know, but my rating system, Moorescore, I switched it up for you. See, you thought you knew how I was going to say it. 25 points each, 4 categories, come to a total of 100. Real simple. Let's get into it. The first category, the visuals and the cinematography for the episode. So, as we see this episode, I did like some of the visuals and cinematography from how they blended in, seeing them when they were younger, the pictures, blended in some of the throwback stuff. They did try to do the little Black Panther Jada thing. I know I joke, but overall, it was trying to mix it up, be a little more creative, showing that, yeah, although it's almost over, they didn't just throw up a one camera slop. They still tried to get creative with it, and it was good. I appreciated some of those things that they did. And looking back at the show, man, seeing the kids is the thing. You can see the growth on like Jake and Papa and all. I mean, they've just grown so much. But it would be nice to see Kev get back. But overall, the visuals and cinematography, I will give on a top score of a 25. I will give it a 22. A 22. The next is storyline and plot. And overall, it was a good storyline and plot for the show as far as keeping up with what they've been doing. But if you actually trying to make sense of what's happening, I will give a shout out to old Magic Trick. She was a little thicker than a snicker. Looked a little better in that club this time. But I digress. Overall, I didn't like if you trying to make sense of things like I got a bad habit of doing. Um, it didn't make sense with that Reg and Vic and Tiff. I'm gonna call it a dumb triangle because there wasn't no love involved. It was a dumb triangle, and that dumb triangle, man, that was dumb. Damn. And we just see a lot of stuff going on this episode that kind of didn't make sense. What's up with old boy that want to be a thug gangster, but now he always mad with his girl, but then he now she want to look out and he want to stop, but then dude is like the most confused thug ever, ain't he? Anyway, overall, you know, it's good. That why they gotta make Shy cry, talking about I'm gonna give you the house. Me, you go. I can't take your house, me. Let me give you something for it. Let me pay you. Let me help you out. I'm over here wax on, wax off over here. I can take your house. Everybody got houses to give away. But anyway, I'm gonna give this episode a 23. 23 out of 25. It was interesting. No, I didn't like it, but again, it definitely was memorable. Definitely was memorable. A hell of a way to end the show. Uh Special effect, makeup, costumes. They didn't really have much special effect makeup costumes on the show. Everybody dressed in modern clothes, and other than seeing old Nuckenstein, which I guess that could be a nice piece of the budget to have that crane holding a dirty knucker. Get that instead of a nigga, he was a knucker. Anyway, overall, I give it a 21. I give him a 22 for special effects just because they had to use the crane and they did it at night and all that. But overall, nothing really going on there. And then last but not least, the entertaining fun factor. How much was it entertaining? How much did you enjoy the episode? And truth be told, the most important category is, the entertaining fun factor. How much was it enjoyable? And I will say, out of a 25, it would be, it would be a, I give it a 24. I give it a 24 out of 25. It was entertaining. Dumb. Didn't exactly make sense, but hey, it passed the time. Hell, I watched it a couple times. It got the job done on being entertaining and not just completely mindless dumb entertainment. But anyway, adding it all up, surprisingly, comes to a 91 on the Moorescore, which is a lot higher than, I would say, the eye test. The Moorescore, I would say 91, but the eye test, I'd say, maybe an 80, at best an 85, but a solid 80. 85 at best, not average, because if you got certain shows that's really good, that's what they crank out. That's they floor is a 80. It ain't gonna be nothing worse than an 80. But on this, a 80 may be the best you gonna get. So definitely got to give them their props for that. Shout out to let's see. You give it Yvonne, you give it a 6 out of 10. Shout out to Yvonne, giving it a 6 out of 10. DeMarcus, yeah, Smitty. Oh, Smitty Smith. Miss 2D, you like that knuckle, that little knuckle. Come here, little knuckle. Come here, little knuckle. Ah, the little baby knuckle. Oh, that's a cute little knuckle. What you say? What you call my baby? Little knuckle. Little knucklet. Little knuckle. Miss 2D, you give it a 9? No problem, mama. Thank you. Little knuckle. Thank you, little knuckles. The Marcus Vaughn episode was a solid 8. Let's see. DeMarcus Vaughn, you say Jada look like Celie from The Color Purple. You told Keisha to beat me. You told Keisha. That's it. You told Keisha the secret. Instead of told Harpo to beat me, you told Keisha a secret. Yvonne, you say about a couple months because he was shot in winter, and it looked like spring when they pulled the body out the ground. You talking about how long Nuck been in there? That's a good point. I ain't think about it, but see, that's the thing I really, really, really don't like about these shows is the time. You don't really have the best feature, the best like grasp on how much time has passed. You don't know if it's been 2 weeks or 2 months or what, So, that is a good point. But maybe it's been there for a minute. Who else? You give it a 90 on the Moorescore? Okay, Miss 2D, you gave it a 95. What? All right. Well, let's get to this last comment right quick. Hey, Miss 2D, you like that? Lenoka. DeMarcus Vaughn, you say, I hope Keisha apologized to Bakari for Emmett firing Bakari from Smokies. Papa could be the pastor that many that marry Keisha and Emmett. Well, I don't know if he ready yet, but that is some type stuff they do on this show to like close the show out. Have Pastor Papa up in here marrying Keisha and Emmett. And it to be honest, Keisha really don't owe Bakari an apology for the simple fact that he told her out of his own mouth he did it. So she reacted like anybody else would, at the bare minimum, anybody else would if somebody told them that. It ain't like she jumped the gun with him. But he shouldn't have said that like a goofball. But yeah, that's the only thing I give him credit for because he told her that. If I told my boy that, hey, I slept with your woman, and then he ready to beat me up, and then I'll be like, hey man, just playing, man, just playing. I can't be like, you owe me an apology, man. You was ready to whoop my ass. Like, no, that's the appropriate response that he had. I should apologize to him, talking about my bad, man. I was just playing. I ain't mean to get you that mad, man. I ain't gonna play with you like that no more. Like, if anything, I owe him the apology. At least that's how I see it. All right, we got somebody from the Shy ready to check in. Let's see what they talking about up in here. We got young Kev in the building. What's up, Kev?
What's up, man?
How's it going in LA playing them games?
That's crazy because I'm not even a gamer to go with that name.
Eh,
Um,
Kavina.
yo, somebody said a 95. I lost my mind. I was like, I gotta call in now.
Yes, he said this episode was perfect. What's wrong with that?
That man, I can't wait for it to be over.
So then tell me what would you rate it and why would you feel it's not a 95 then?
What I would rate it, probably like an 80, man.
80. What's some of the things that bring it down for you?
The I don't really care for the game of telephone that we doing.
What you mean?
Um, this guy said this and confronting and back and forth is kind of like reality TV a little too much.
With Tucson.
Yeah, with everybody, like all of a sudden you have Mister, well not Mister, but like a lot of them, like they're street, and all of a sudden everybody folding pretty quick
Uh,
just because the show is ending.
man,
Everybody's just willing to go to jail now.
that's insane.
All this stuff you avoid the whole show basically, and now it's like, all right, man, I'll do it. It's almost like they know they only got to do it for one episode. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's what I'm trying to say.
I'm only gonna be in jail one episode. It's all
Yeah.
good.
So the finality of it, when it looks like the characters are in on it, I don't like that. But I mean, that's the writing, obviously. But yeah,
Right.
that's what I'm trying to say, I guess.
Yeah, I mean that's a good point because you know that's the whole thing living in the shy.
Yeah, like Bakari wants to run now, but it makes sense because it's like stuff is getting a little crazy. So it's like, okay, for him it makes sense. When Kevin left, okay, it makes sense. They made him a gamer and all that. So eventually you um like you had little points where it's like, oh, okay, it could be going this way. But for the whole like, okay, I'll do it. I'll go to jail, and then no, I'll go to jail for you. And this is where the body is, even though we never saw who was told about the body. The reason I don't agree with that, what's his name would have told him, Trig,
Hmm.
because that could be recorded,
Yeah,
those phones, because he wasn't talking to a lawyer.
yeah, that's true.
So then that would be
They are
conspiracy.
recorded.
Yeah, so that would be conspiracy after the fact, and you have three, which makes it a conspiracy because you have Trig, Reg, and Tiff. So that would just be even more. You know what I mean? It's like, how are you
Did he
turning it into?
actually?
y-
He actually said it because I don't remember him saying that in
No,
the.
he didn't say it. No, he didn't say it.
Oh,
That's what I don't like when people say that as an answer. It's like, yeah, he told him. You're deciding who did something that wasn't on camera, so we don't know yet.
right. Because he could have
Um,
talked in code, like,
yeah, yeah,
you can get that delivery, had that delivery in the backyard or something. Anything. But
yeah.
I don't remember that. That's why
No,
I'm like,
none of that happened.
okay, because I'm like, everybody's saying he told him when he visited. I'm like, damn, I missed that. What?
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't remember Reg hardly saying nothing, really.
yeah, yeah. It didn't even seem like they had a conversation.
I know, right?
It seemed like he said, "I'll go in there for you." Okay, all right. And then Fatima came in, one of four trans people we had on this episode, which I was like, "All right, what's going on here?" It's getting a little, it's getting little ridiculous now.
Chicago got good
But
transportation.
but I was laughing though because what people say about Atlanta and how it's or whatever, how it gets a little loose. And then
Well, I will say, well, first of all, I don't live in Chicago no more, so I really don't know. I do go and visit, but the visit and with living there is different. But from when I have lived there most of my life, that wasn't representation, a high representation of people. Yeah, people do that and live that life, which it is all over. But to make it seem so highly represented is not accurate. I mean, if you live in that community or you part of that community, then everybody you see and know will be, somebody in that community. But
yeah, but now the guy that worked in the restaurant, he's with a trans now too.
what restaurant?
Uh Smokies, right? Smokies.
Nah, that woman was a real woman. When it was
You think
the
so?
three women at the table all getting on him.
I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back. That
You
was a
talking about
woman? Damn,
Jackie Long? Jackie
see now I'm
Long?
getting confused. Now that's bad.
No, no, no. That's a real woman that was there with Jackie Long when they was
Yeah.
all getting on him, talking about what these men and women and how they date. And I ain't come from no rehab or whatever and all that. Yeah,
Man,
no,
I feel bad.
that's why I laugh like dang. But see, that's the thing, man. That with all of the stuff going on, man, it's can sometimes be difficult to tell sometimes.
Now when I watch it, I'm like, I'm trying to second guess.
That's funny. No, but on another note, man, one of the things I like with the cinematography of this episode is
Mhm.
seeing Jake flashback. Jake was so little.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I like when they go back. Yeah, but I just don't think it. The reason I don't think it works is because we don't have Kevin and we
Yeah,
barely have Papa in the show, anyways.
I know. Papa's starting
Even
to actually look cool now.
even Jake is not really on it. I was worried about Papa though because you know what pink clouding is?
With pain clouding.
No, pink.
Uh-uh.
So it's like in psychology when you're, let's say you're going through a lot of like depression and stuff,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden you're like, ah, man, everything's looking good now. It's like a false, it's a false positive reaction that doesn't make sense.
Mm,
Which is, I was hoping that that wasn't what was happening with Papa, because he was all of a sudden acting like he's not down and stuff.
right.
Because I mean, there's only one episode, and I'm assuming based on the sounds on the trailer that something bad is supposed to happen.
If they take out Papa on the finale,
So that's what I was worried about. I'm like, no. I'm like, hold on.
that would suck.
Did you
Especially,
hear the noise they made on the trailer?
nah. What was the noise? A gunshot?
Like a reaction to something crazy like that,
No.
like at the
Oh
wedding or
no! What
something.
happened? Oh no! Oh
So I'm like, don't tell me something crazy about to happen on the last one.
no! Man, that'd be bad. Especially since it's the very last episode. It ain't why leave it on a, especially with somebody that
On a
you
hang cliff.
expected. On the hang clip. Why leave it on the hang clip like that? You know. So yeah, man, that'd be wild. Um, Another thing that was kind of cool, it was kind of interesting. What you think about they had the shorties there reading Bakari book? They gave the shorties Bakari book.
I thought it was pretty much perfect because the kids, that's how those three kids talk, and they read it just like they talk, and they reacted to it just the regular way. Everybody acted like they normally do.
Hmm. And
So
they
I thought
didn't
that was pretty
judge.
cool.
Yeah,
So
they
he
didn't.
like that gives him a way to leave on a like on a good note, but is also what makes you be able to kill him off and then make you feel something because he
At
was,
least he got his book out.
yeah, even though he couldn't sell four of them, but
Right. They should have been. Yeah, he got three.
yeah, right there.
He couldn't get that fourth one. But no, at least if they was reading it after he passed, like, man, I would have liked to meet him.
My biggest problem with it is
They come
because
out though.
there's too much cameo feel to too many of the characters. So if the sister to Bakari, uh, she's supposed to matter to us because Bakari is important to her. So we can't see her twice a year.
Mhm.
That's not enough. That's not enough for us to know that they care about each other. Like
Yeah,
they're using the fact that they're actually brother and sister. We know they care each other more that way than they do on the show. If that makes sense.
yeah, and also, one of the songs that played on here
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
was hers. You can hear her voice. Yeah.
Yeah. I was wondering if one of the songs before, maybe two episodes ago, I was wondering if it was the girl from the random sniper.
Mm,
I didn't know if she rapped too, but I was like, I wonder if that was her. I
mm.
forget her name.
Jackie.
Damian Kenny, what's up, man?
Hey, the shooter's name is Jackie.
Jackie?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You
What's
always
good?
call her something, but I forget.
What you think
Say,
about this episode, Damien?
like I said it was a 90. I like that they had the throwback pics and I like that the conversation between Keisha and Tiffany. Things had to come out. And Tiffany couldn't keep that secret either, man. I don't care. And I really don't know how she'll let somebody else go to jail for what she did. I realize she's scared and she has a child, but yet and still, you know what I'm saying? When Victor told her what happened, he didn't tell her what to do. He asked her, "What are you gonna do?"
Right.
He didn't tell her to kill him. He asked her, "What are you gonna do?" So she made her own decision. She walked into that. It's the same difference with her and Emmett. She knew Emmett loved her, but she let him go. and then she got mad when he moved on.
Hmm.
He could have moved on with anybody else. Like when they had their open agreement, right? She trying to put all kind of rules about who he can bring around and who he can be with. When it was her idea.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. I forgot all about that open relationship with her and Emmett.
I
Dang.
think she should have went my bad. I think that Tiffany, if like obviously she had already had her mindset on killing him, right? You should have found a way to make that self-defense, you know what I'm saying? Like
Instead of
something,
burying him in the
not
backyard.
straight up did it like you did it. That was just not, that made no sense.
It was an impulse reaction. It was an
It's
imp-
good for us because we get to see that the last thing he did was, he hugged the kid. So it works for us as an audience, but it doesn't really work for the person that's doing the crime part. Even
Yeah,
if they
the
wanted
best
to,
thing she
yeah,
should have did is made a self-defense. Maybe use Vic to help it,
exactly,
look
exactly.
that way. Have him choke her a little bit to leave
Yeah,
some
you
mark.
plan the gun, something.
Exactly. Then call the police crying, saying what happened or something. And
You have Vic hit you or something.
exactly.
Make sure it's not in his knuckles, and you're like,
Right.
I'm not a writer, obviously, but
No, that's a much better plan than burying this boy in the garden. What the
it was
hell?
no plan for it.
That was horrible. Vic is an idiot. He supposed to be a career criminal, and that's the best thing he came up. If anything, we would have had to chop him up to fit him in some bags and take him somewhere else. But
They didn't even put him in anything. He was
I
just
know
in there
but
he's
Vic
still with his clothes
with
on.
his clothes, yeah, with his whole outfit.
but
It's
Vic
gonna
ain't that
take
kind of dude
forever to
anyway.
decompose.
Vic ain't that kind of dude anyway, because when Duda had Vic ride along and Q was in the dang trunk, Vic he made Vic a accessory then. And Vic didn't know how to get rid of Q.
But he was trying to change his
He was
ways.
changing already though.
Yeah,
Exactly. Because when he
Duda
very first came on the scene, he shot somebody the
He was a
very
whole thug
first
on
time.
that shit in the beginning.
Yeah. Heck
is
yeah. He killed the person the very first thing we saw. Who was that he killed?
the wild boy street leader.
Uh-huh.
That was
Yeah.
his introduction too. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah. Yeah. That was his introduction.
And he can
But
sing. Nah, man.
but yet and still, when he didn't know that was what Duda was doing. When Duda opened the trunk, he just saw Q and Duda plugged him again. But yet and still, they ducked Q and Q was still found.
But didn't he like Q or was related or something? Or
No, they weren't related. Rob was related to Q. Rob and Alicia were related to Q. He didn't even know that. I don't even know if Victor knew Q. I don't even know if Victor knew Q. But all that was Duda's idea, because Robinson told Duda that I'm saying so many I sound like Steven. But
and do
Robinson,
the
Robinson
and
told
do
Duda that
the and that but do.
Robinson told Duda that Q was the feds.
Right.
And that's another thing. For Rosin to know so much about who the feds and this, that, and the other, and she laying low and don't nobody know where she is, how is she hooked up in the stuff?
Another
She
thing, how
not the
she gonna get
feds.
away with what she did?
I'm saying, is she not the feds? How is she sticking prices on folks' heads and stuff and still getting away with it?
She might
Nowhere to be
be the
found.
feds because she getting away with killing what you call it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. How does she have all this info on other people, getting other people moved out the way?
Alicia or
Yeah,
whatever her name is.
Tisha. Yeah. Yeah, she killed her and walked out the damn front door.
yeah.
Alicia ain't got a ring doorbell camera.
And
I
all
don't.
them dudes,
So
you mean to tell me Rashad was the only reliable dude she had? I thought she had at least 2 or 3 dudes with her at one time.
They was off.
I don't like all this justice for Nuck. Dude was a piece of shit, and then also an informant. if like let's say the show didn't tell us that he was an informant or whatever, then we find that shit like at the end or something, then okay. But you can't tell me this guy ain't shit. He hangs out with this kid, uses it as an alibi, and then hey, we killed him. We need you to feel bad for him, and then we're gonna have four four episodes on justice for him. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that happened that we're like trying to get justice for right now.
Yeah, I guess you got a point
So
there.
people are trying to go to jail, possibly prison for this guy. Like, how does that even? I just don't get how that makes sense. If somebody would have done it by mistake, right? I had an accident or whatever, and then it's like, oh man, I don't think you should go to jail. You know what, man? I ain't got nothing going on. My life is whatever. My life is screwed anyways. I'll do it.
I still
But
don't see
we're
nobody.
supposed to feel like this is a redeeming quality for Reg now to just be like, I'll go to jail for you, even though
Right.
we know as the audience that he's not doing it for him. He's
Hell
doing
no.
it for somebody else already.
And he
So,
just had the 1.5 conversation with old girl about changing. And
Yep.
this what you do? You just that's your first act. Go to jail for 20 years.
but I've said this before. I've said this in another form that somebody was gonna take the fall for her because they feel sympathetic towards her. She has children. She a woman. She's young. You know what I'm saying? I felt that way, and I posted on another form.
No,
Yeah,
About
but
you
that's why people
can't.
get mad about what they're like. I'm not saying I agree with it. I don't look into it like that. But that's why people get mad about they're saying that they're weakening black men or whatever in the show by doing stuff like this. Because there's nothing that makes sense about this. So you're
Any man
thinking,
that they may do that, I
yeah,
would say is weak.
you're thinking, okay, somebody that's not my lady, let me volunteer myself to basically, and she has more money than me, so she can actually get like a
Lawyer,
lawyer and all that.
right.
You
Exactly.
just like basically, when he said he's gonna take the blame for her, right? She didn't say, okay, I'll get the lawyer for you. She just let him go. She just grabbed the baby back.
Yeah.
I would have been like, you know what? Never mind, bro.
but
Never mind.
she told him she gave him the baby say, call my lawyer. She didn't tell him to do that. He doing it of his own free will.
It bet he a goofy for that though. That was
That shit
goofy.
is
And
crazy.
That ain't realistic because that ain't his woman. Like, and realistically, what I think most people would go to jail or have to kill for is they woman or they kids or they mama or they daddy or something. You know what I mean?
And he already did all the help he could do. He
Yeah,
helped her bury the body, and
and
he
gave
was there.
her right because she probably wouldn't have did it if he wasn't there because she'd have been
Exactly.
dead. So yeah, he already did way more than he should. For one, you
Yeah.
helping her way too much when that ain't your woman. You think helping her bury this body and getting rid of him, she gonna give you some?
And
She
it's crazy because like she was about to get rid of her security guard. And then because he would have just gone to jail. And then the guy that she's supposed to be doing business with, Reg, then now that guy's gonna go to jail. So who's moving the drugs for you?
man,
he,
she
What kind of
he
business
really,
is this? Now you got no cash.
he really need nobody to move them drugs illegally. She was doing it legally and still making good money. But
Yeah,
without
but now she lost her cash too.
but that's also goofy.
and that's
Uh,
that's probably just little pocket money or whatever.
but think
Anybody can get
about
into the
this.
house too.
That's goofy in a way because how much money Alicia leave her? Hundreds of thousands of dollars at least. And you over here trying to sell some weed for $500. Like you got hundreds of thousands of dollars. Like that ain't you
Without worrying about anything on the street. Yeah.
right. You
Makes
wasting your
no
time.
sense.
You could be buying a house and renting it out. You could be doing other shit to make more money than this shit. You going back and forth of arguing with people, dealing with street dudes with drugs and stuff. May want to come rob you all in your house for what? $500, $1,000?
She
She
also
got
has no team, so her whole muscle is just the one
yeah.
guy.
Somebody may come take that cootie cat from you up in there and try to ride all kind of stuff. She just
You,
at risk every way for no money. She's still thinking like she was thinking before she had money because she
Yeah,
ain't
but
got nothing
that's
else to do. That's why people be like, some women, they be talking about this and that if they was with a, 6-figure man, but they really don't have a mindset because they can be out the hood, but you can't take the hood out of them. She got that house and money and all this. She's still trying to sell weed.
yeah,
yeah.
but we know, like, we
Gotta
know why Alicia, whatever.
work for
We met her as a boss, and because she was related to one, and all of that. We've known Tiffany since the beginning. You can't just randomly make her a boss because somebody gave you money.
yeah.
That doesn't make you in charge of all these street dudes that are
No,
out here killing everybody.
no.
All of a sudden, they're gonna listen to you because you have weed that doesn't make you cough. That makes no sense to me.
Right. And don't nobody give a damn about weed like that. This ain't like it's cocaine or something. It is
Yeah, like she
this
just
weed
became the
gonna be
godmother.
too much. Hey man, we all gotta get the no cough weed. We gotta don't nobody give a damn. Ain't nobody about to pay no $100
They're
more.
gonna be fiends over that.
I know, right? It ain't like it's crack, blue magic up in this piece, man. This is pure. It's pure. It's pure, man. It ain't
I
gonna
just
make
feel like
you
they skip too many steps on that.
yeah. Weed doesn't do what they're trying to have it do. It
Yeah,
also doesn't generate the revenue. For example, an eighth of like cocaine goes for like an eighth of weed go for like 35 to $55, where an eighth of cocaine is between 150 to $300, depending on what it is. And so you get $300 for this versus if you spent $300 on weed, you can have a quarter pound. That'd be like this big. Let me see. So like $300 will get you like this much. But then if you spent $300 a week, it'd be a bag like this big. It'd be a quarter. It'd be so much.
she's like close to $1 million or whatever she was left with the house and everything, and then it's like, nah, let's make $500.
Exactly. I can see, like I said, if she was like go selling cocaine, then
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
then you making millions now.
And she
But
like 4'11". She gonna control all these people, and
right,
they all know where she live at.
right. And if she
This
put
shit is
money out
crazy.
on the street, they just don't have to bring the money back on the product. What's she gonna do? Go out there shooting them all? She gotta what? Hire somebody else to go and be her muscle. And what if they decide we just gonna take your money and not do what you asked? Then what she gotta do? Hire somebody else to try to be the muscle for the
Yeah,
muscle.
I don't know what happened to this.
Man, that's why it's over.
mm. What I was saying about Toussaint is Toussaint can't catch a cold. It's it
Can't catch a cold.
it's so many people. She didn't catch the person who shot the white realtor who was taking Miss Ethel's house. She didn't catch the people who assaulted Miss Ethel. She didn't catch Ronnie's shooter. Didn't catch
As she was talking to him.
mm-hmm. She didn't catch
Sorry.
she didn't catch who shot anybody who shot Doodle. He was shot by multiple people. She didn't catch none of them.
I know, right?
That was
Dang,
the but that was
why
the
she ain't caught nothing. She ain't did her job. She just taking Chicago taxpayer dollars, man.
She
that
had
was part of the
to
premise
beg
of the
to get the
show.
warrant to go to Tiffany. She had to beg to get the warrant to go to Tiffany's place, and she didn't get anything. Her career should be on the line.
That's why she had to beg for that
Her
one.
the
Like
only
Tucson,
person
you don't know what the hell you doing.
they caught was Ronnie Davis because he confessed, and then they caught them
Ronnie
juvie.
Davis, who is that? You know,
Ron,
you get too many names.
Ronnie Davis.
Oh, how you
Ronnie.
know that Negro last name?
I told you I know the whole show.
You ain't lying, boy.
They
They said
they
Ronnie Davis. Ah,
they Ronnie confessed her partner Armando Cruz. Her
I remember
and
him.
her partner, the only person they caught was
The
Ronnie Davis,
Cuban guy. He was
and
Cuban.
they caught them jewel thieves last season.
Mm.
Those are the only people they caught. 3 people. Ronnie and the jewel thieves. They caught the jewel thieves last season.
You got to go all the way back to season 2 to be seeing what they caught somebody. Because Crew's been gone since season 2.
Yeah.
Hey, let me get to this comment. Shout out to DeMarcus Vaughn with the super chat, man. I appreciate you, fam. You said Jackie was moving product for Tiff. Who is Jackie? Jackie
The
Long?
shooter.
Jackie the shooter. Yeah.
Okay, that's who I be calling what I used
That's
to
what I'm
call
saying. You call her something every time, and I can't remember.
from the
Fresh.
Power, what they call
Power,
her.
yeah, from
Fresh.
Force.
And fresh.
Manny Fresh. Yeah, Manny Fresh. That's her name on Power.
Fresh.
But but
Manny Fresh,
Jackie
yeah.
Jackie's Red's lieutenant. So she's working for Red, picking up the product from Tiffany to work it with Red.
Now, when they said they ain't getting no product from Tiff no more,
That
the
was
little
it.
mob. Yeah, I'm saying, what were they talking about? Weed?
That's it. That's the only thing she had. She wasn't selling anything else.
Man, that's a trash
But see,
storyline,
but
man.
see, they can't get nothing real anyway. They wasn't dealing in no real stuff. That was the only stuff they had.
Yeah, they a weak mob, man. If
And
all they
I
doing
figure
is selling weed on the corner still and this that, don't get me wrong. But then again,
That
from what I seen in Chicago, it ain't really people selling weed on the corner that's like they used to because they put them cameras everywhere. Now I don't know. Maybe
yeah,
they got an area where there's no cameras or something, but the days of the drive through, get some weed and pull off. I don't know if they still got it like that in Chicago, but I could be wrong, or maybe they doing it differently. I don't know, but they got cameras on a lot of those blocks, so
yeah, but they supposed to be 63rd. So I figure,
it's
63rd
cameras
hooked up.
all over there.
63rd was hooked up with the realty business, and they had the old man, and them folks probably starved them out. If they had the hookup, the
Man,
old,
what are you talking about now, man? Yo,
no, I'm saying
realty business.
they had Family C Realty that they was going through to wash the money. That's who the white realtor was working for. She was working for the mob.
On the shop?
Yeah, Family C is their front to wash the money. It was one of their fronts to wash the money.
You
To
know what
sign,
you talking about, Chris?
to sign
nah, man.
on to them.
I'm about
Hey,
to take
you
a
lost
nap.
me too. Yeah, you lost me, bro.
This was in
But
the
I
season.
believe you. Don't get me wrong. I believe you.
This was in
Um,
the season to sign, put it together.
hmm.
I,
Yeah, that's right. She was selling mushrooms too. I forgot all about that.
I think the difference is with Duda because he's somebody that like kind of like the ghosting, I guess. He dressed up, he spoke different, he had a switch that he can go to. When you can do all of that, then by you having that kind of charisma or whatever as a character, you can say that you're moving your money through whatever and you just buy that shit. You know what I mean? That's a big drop off to Reg and Nuck and Tiffany.
Reg don't seem like he know how to wash money.
You get what I'm saying
That's
though? It's a
that's what
big drop off.
on
Yeah,
him.
he don't seem like he got good credit.
That's what Doodle was always on him about. He was always telling Reg that you making rookie mistakes and being reckless.
Reg got nowhere to live. Like how much money he got? $19?
He may have money, but if you ain't never put no credit or nothing in your name, you can't go rent an apartment. Damn sure not in the shy, especially if you gonna pay in cash. You ain't. He
His
don't even
money
have
never
a
gonna
bank
be
account.
clean.
Yeah,
His
he don't
money
have
ain't
a
never.
bank account, so you can't just always deposit cash in a bank
Reg
account.
got a cash app.
But see,
Cash app card. I got my cash app card.
but see, that's what I'm talking about. Reg go to jail and he be mentored by the old man. He teach him certain things, and
Yeah,
Reg
but
help
there's
his
one episode left.
outside handle stuff. Reg will help his lieutenant outside to handle stuff while the old man teaches him. The old man in there for life. He ain't
He
getting
may
out.
be dead.
We're gonna get all that for 1 hour.
I know.
I'm
He
saying
just came with a whole new spinoff over here.
that,
You
that would
should be
be
a
that would
writer,
be part
bro.
that would be part of the cliffhangers. Like what's
Dang,
Reg doing
Cliff.
when he in jail? He's still moving and he learning.
I should get with you on writing some
I
stories.
wouldn't care if Reg walked into into the middle of the street and got fucking ran over. I don't care what happens to Reg.
Man, I like Reg. I ain't gonna say he ain't. I don't care, but I don't know if I'd watch a spinoff with Reg. It depends on what's happening and what's going on.
Well,
Not really.
he's too dumb. So that doesn't. He only works for like being like, I'll fucking kill you like that, and being on a fucking little tub and shit. Why he like little tubs?
It'd be called Raising Reg.
It just little pools everywhere.
Nah, little pools there. Reg. He's sitting in little pools in living rooms.
It's just borrowing people's apartments and shit.
That
No, no life.
is women around. Reg,
Yeah,
man, he was different, man. I hate to see him go out like Willie Lump Lump up here going in prison for Tiff of all
But
things.
he's still alive. He's still alive. That's a lot more than you say for a lot of people.
That may be true, but also sad because if you alive but you in prison, you ain't really living your life really to the fullest. Yeah, technically you alive, but especially for a crime you didn't commit, that's so horrible, man. I mean, he chose it, but he thinking he helping his brother, not realizing your brother's a dummy, and it runs in the family. Cause your ass is stupid too.
that's the
Like,
only redeeming quality they came up with, but that doesn't even make sense.
I'd have rather them have a drive by and Big Mike tried to get Reg or something, and it was about to hit Vic, and Reg jumped in front and
That's what I'm saying. That's the only stuff like that is the only thing, especially
yeah,
at the end. You could have had that
yeah,
in the last one, yeah.
or push Vic, or he do it for Jake. He jump in front of the bullet for Jake, or push Jake out the way and get hit, pushing Jake out the way or something. That would have been a little better than him taking the rap on for Tiff. Like, this is horrible. Like, I hate this, but
We also don't have enough time to even see him suffer or anything.
I know, right? He just gone and that's it. Show's over.
Yeah, that
Especially
just
after he
doesn't.
was gone and for a minute and had to come back.
And we already did this with Power. Power already did this with Tasha going to jail. We already did this.
Well, I ain't give a
And then
damn.
we get to see her, stripped of the wig and the fucking and
Ah,
the makeup and the
I
lashes.
still
We've
stripped
been
up
through this shit
clothes
already.
and a wig.
she deserved it though.
Hey,
What's up? What's
can I
up?
plug the playlist I made?
Go ahead.
I made a playlist on YouTube for the final season. Also, I put it in the Discord too under the shy
Mhm.
under the shy post. I put it in the Discord. It's about 10 songs for the characters. I got the song for the characters. Check
Okay.
it, especially if you're on the Discord family. Check it out. The link is under the shy TV show.
Okay. And what? How do people that's watching check it out?
I made it public. I
Uh,
made it public, but they can search my name.
but it's mainly for the Discord family.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, Discord Mafia.
But they can search my name. You can see my name right here, and they can search it, and then they'll see my playlist for the final season of the show. I got some good songs on it too.
Okay. All right, bet, man. Kev, you want to say something before we get up out of here, man, Kevin?
Not about the song, right? I'm playing. Um, I don't know. You got like a super specific question? I don't like when it's broad like that.
What you expect for the finale? What you think gonna happen? You think Reg gonna change his mind and get out of jail?
I think
So
I'm gonna listen to the trailer again to see how bad it sounds. Uh, I think something's. I think somebody's gonna die.
Yeah,
oh,
they started screaming
It
audibly.
sounded to me like somebody's gonna die.
I'm gonna have to see that part again myself. I
Yeah,
ain't hear that.
yeah,
That's what I don't like about bad writing is that it's all about shock value, and then people talk about it because that's right now.
Clips.
That's what you want is you want people to talk about how crazy something was.
Yeah, hope it
I
go
hate that shit so much
man.
well.
Something. I'm
because
thinking.
we're watching Racing Kane and we're watching The Shy, and it's all about the biggest most important stuff if it's about baby daddy shit. I don't like that. That's lazy as fuck.
Yeah, that's a popular subject these days in this modern world. Baby daddy drama. Hell,
I'm telling
Maury
you,
had a show doing the same damn thing for how many years?
Yeah.
in 20 some years, that
Boy,
became the theme of his show with them
yeah,
deep
it sure
tech.
was.
Yeah.
Some people don't know he didn't did other things.
Mm-hmm.
And
But
it wasn't supposed to be about that. That just became
that
so
became the
big.
most popular. That became what people watched.
Because he's a same thing happened to him as what can happen to anybody on that does this YouTube or whatever. Is you could become audience captured.
Jerry
You know,
Springer didn't think it was gonna be like that either.
he was audience captured.
He was like,
Once,
man, I don't know what the hell happened.
right, because you may get that success, and then you want to replicate that success, so you do what was successful. Next thing you know, you doing something else you totally didn't plan. That's why some people make a million videos on one subject or don't do this or that. Like they know that subject gets so many views, so they just keep cranking it out. And like
I
that
want to
kid,
see. I want to see Kevin and Nina.
Kevin, and they see them pop back and say, "Give me my house."
I know. I was like, yo, I didn't mean to give the. They just be giving houses up. I ain't never seen no shit like this.
Man, for real.
And Shad has made what $50 in a few days.
Ah,
He gonna chip into the house.
boy, for real. Yeah, he gonna tear that damn
He gonna
house.
have a house and no food.
No lights on in that mud.
Yeah, yeah.
No heat. Got space heaters.
Ain't nobody ever offered me a
Man,
house. What the fuck?
Patience
I
and
know,
Mondo
right?
gonna move in.
Huh?
Patience and Mondo gonna move in.
Mondo.
Yeah.
They tried to use them three boys as like the modern version of Kev, Papa, and Jake. They
Oh, because
even
they got a big kid.
yeah, but they even posted it on their Instagram or something like that, saying like these the modern kids of the shy or something like that. So like Kev, Papa, and Jake are like the new, you know, three amigos, so to speak.
Mondo, Kevin, and Devontae. Mondo, Tevin, and Devontae.
What I like about them in the beginning was that the show started with crime, which is how a lot of these, like the drug dealers, street shows, that's how they start. Some innocent kid got that he had a promising future in football or basketball. You know, he
Mm,
got he got killed and shit, and then the investigation, and then this is how it all starts.
You know that's Darnell, right? From Power.
Who
The very first kid on the shot, Jason, that got killed.
is who is Darnell? Oh,
Oh,
D-Mac.
the dad.
D-Mac. D-Mac from
D-Mac.
Power.
Yeah,
D-Mac from Power is Jason from the Shy.
same actor.
Every time you say Darnell like that, I'm thinking about JP. I forget
Because
that
he the
that's
one that
yeah,
says
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. You're the one that said it that way.
Darnell.
I'm like, why would JP say Darnell like that? I always forget that that's his son name.
Darnell.
D-Mac.
Yeah. When you go to the playlist link, look at the description. I got the song and for the character. That's how I detailed it. The song for the characters they represent.
Well, you was putting in that work, boy. Nah,
In case you forgot.
It was easy enough. I just wanted to be searchable so everybody could see it. I made it public, but I can't find it when I search for it.
it's all good. If you find it before we get up out of here, I'll put it so people can find it. But you say just put in your name, so
Hold on. I'll try to find it. Hold on.
shout out to DeMarcus Vaughn. You say, Jay, which show will you watch first on July 31st? Raising Canaan or Fight Land? Happy 5th year anniversary, Raising Canaan. That's a good question. It'll probably be Raising Canaan because we already
Yeah.
in that. Yeah. And then
You're not gonna start another world and then go back to the
I know, right in the middle. So I'll stick with Raising Canaan, but Fightland will be coming either it'll be the next morning because I ain't gonna do 1 hour Raising Canaan, then do an hour or 2 hour show, then go back and watch an hour of Fightland, then come back and do another hour, 2 hours. It'd be 7 in the morning.
That's what I told you be happening when the Shy and the Racing Canyon. I was like, how are we gonna time this?
Sad, right. Nah, it'll be 7 o'clock in the morning. That'll be people be
But at least it'll be midnight though. The problem with the Shy is that you don't know when that shit coming out.
right. Hard to coordinate.
It's at 2:57 in the morning and shit. You half asleep.
Yeah, the Shy
Hey,
is
hold on.
definitely
I'm saying
consistent.
in a little bit. Hold on.
Yeah, hold on, Jake. Now play.
Well, hey man, I'm waiting to see if he come back with his info. But we're getting ready to wrap this up. But overall, although I don't agree with what happened, I think it is at least entertaining in the conversation piece where we can talk about it and laugh about it at it rather than not with it. But you know, but if I would have had to pay extra or go out of my way, I don't know. I might have been disappointed. I mean, I guess we all pay a little extra to watch Showtime or Paramount, but for the most part, you know, the Shy, it's been a hell of a journey. The show had a lot of twists and turns. If somebody was to try to binge watch this show from episode 1 to now, I wonder what they would think if they watched it from zero. Because it definitely be like, damn, what happened to such and such?
Yeah,
What
but like,
happened?
where's this going? Wait.
He just
No.
gone. Right. He just disappeared. And if you ain't know no backstory or anything, you'd be wondering what happened to the dude and his girlfriend and everything. That's just gone, huh? So, but overall, it's interesting and damn man. We'll see. I hate that they simped out, but they got all these women supposedly so smart, strong, and independent. But when it came down to going to jail, she trying to find some dude to take the rap for her strong, independent ass.
Yeah, but the women on the show, the only thing they got passion for is when they talk about dudes and sex and stuff. That's the only time they go.
All right. I posted the link.
All right, what's the link?
It's in the chat.
Oh, okay. There you go, y'all. It's in the chat. But I
Yeah.
also put it there for my brothers so y'all can check out that playlist and y'all can rock along with each character.
And please look at the description so you'll see how I got the song set up.
Make sure you ain't rocking no Jake songs while you listening to Papa, watching Papa. All right, what the hell? Don't get it twisted in this, don't be listening to Keisha while you focusing on Emmett.
I feel bad for that character. Papa, what the fuck happened to him?
I know, right? He done
Hey,
basically.
he got it. He and Kenya got a gospel song, Cooling Water.
Cooling water. Nah, but as far as the show go, his damn character got written down big time.
He lost his
Big
podcast. They didn't even tell us about it.
time. He just went to being a junkie, smoking weed. That's all I do, man. I think I'm gonna stop.
His girl went back to Kevin and left.
I know, right?
Yeah, but Papa didn't spiral, man. He just got off in the smoking weed and popping pills. He didn't even get that far off into it. He could have really spiraled.
That's what I'm saying. I think um
I know
I
the
think that maybe he was Pink Cloud in the last episode.
Look at you and your new word.
Nah, man, I learned that shit like 20 some years ago.
Bad. Nah,
I
but
was a psychology major though.
the truth of what happened to Papa is a Hollywood tradition of he was a cute kid, and as he grew up, they didn't think he was cute no more, so they stopped really writing for him like they used to. It's my opinion, because when he was a kid in the beginning of the show, they was writing a lot for his ass,
Because the glasses was working.
and
It
that
gave him a
tight
whole
shirt
personality.
and the tight little shirt squeezed on his
Hey,
little
babe.
belly. Yeah,
Hmm.
it made him look like a little man, little grown little man. Old man glasses and his little body and his tight little shirts. But as he got older, he like, I ain't walk around with them tight shirts no more. Like Darnell with that damn thing in his ear. And now he don't wear the glasses. He got braids, you know what I'm saying? He walking with swag. He smoking blunts. He always been smoking on the show, but still.
No, they had to push that on Papa. It was Jake and Kevin was
Yeah.
like smoking. Papa talking about it's a gateway drug. It's a gateway drug.
That's true. But he would hit it, but he wasn't like Jacob. I mean, Kev and Papa. I mean, Jake and Kev. I mean, that's a good point. Well, you
Where
got
did his
that.
mom go? Where does Papa mom go?
She's still there. That's
They,
what I'm saying. They
they
left.
really don't give her no lines.
Yeah, they left her out. She could have been the one that pulled him up out of the way he was feeling, because she went through that too. And you know, he just didn't know he could lean on her like that. But that's his mother. They should have made
You done
that
wrote a
a
side
storyline.
story about that.
Yeah, they
Did
should have
you?
made that a story. They should have made that a plot point
They
You
should
ima-
have.
for
They
for
didn't.
her to go get him.
Because
So
they
they
both
know you
more than the
don't
same
ever
dude.
alone.
Yeah.
you
Huh?
imagine you imagine the showrunner of the show talking to the characters like, nah, you'll be back in 9 episodes. Like, ah, damn, you're gonna have 2 lines. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. She probably
Hey,
thought.
stay in the city. Stay in the city.
Yeah. Nah, she probably thought when she got that job, like, I'm playing Papa Mother. He one of the main characters. I'm gonna be around for a minute. And they like, oh, it's just a cameo.
We'll
I
let you know.
know, right? No, it ain't
You
a
got like 3 scenes on the whole show.
it ain't a recurring role. See, that's the thing. When you get hired on this stuff, you know if you're a recurring character or guest or whatever from the get go. So they wouldn't have been fooled with that. But you can be hired as a guest in certain roles and you nail it or the character become popular and then it could become a recurring role. And so you probably think if you got that role as a main character's mother, it's potential to be a recurring role. So I'm gonna nail it. I'm gonna do this and that, and they'll write more for it, and it'll be a recurring role. And then next thing you know, you go ahead and do the role, and they be like, "All right, see ya."
I remember her folding some clothes, I think, one time, and that's it. I don't even know her name.
The hell no.
No, they never said her name. I just know Miss Jackson.
I was gonna say Miss Papa, but that's right. He's
Oh,
Mr. and Mrs. Papa.
Miss Papa. Hey,
we
Miss Papa. Instead of Miss
Yo,
Papa.
I forget the lady's name, but this lady was talking about how obsessed she was with the show,
Hmm.
and she said the funniest shit I heard about the show. She was trying to think about one of the kids from the one that's like 14 or whatever that was asking about sex.
Yeah.
hey,
And she said, whatever the fuck his name is, Emmett Jr. the Fourth, whatever the fuck. I was like, yo.
Devontae.
She said
Yeah.
Emmett Jr. the Fourth.
The fourth. Yeah,
How many kids does he have? 6 kids? 4 kids?
got
Five
a
kids?
bunch.
Six with Ronnie, 5 on his own. Now I think he has
God
5.
damn.
I think he has 5. He has 3. He has 3 sons. Then he has Ronnie, and then he has Jada.
He gonna be in Smokies for the next 30 years.
Man. I know, right? I don't know how you do it in this day and age, but I guess if Keisha gonna sit there with him all day, that'll help in
And then
daycare.
about the franchise, that was supposed to be the thing. And so in one episode, right, we're gonna get the franchise expansion, which I guess one of them is gonna be in Atlanta. So you can have
Atlanta
you can have
Spencer.
Bakari run it.
Evan
Right.
Pinker in that mug. But
This shit is crazy, man. I don't like hate watching anything. But when you watch it for so long, you just like, all right, let's see where it goes.
Doing it
Right.
for the love of the show, man. Doing it for the love of the show. Me too. I'm doing it for the love of the show. I want to see the people prosper out of it. I want to see the actors prosper out of it.
I
Mm,
want to see something. I mean, I guess most people will say this is not my community, and I get that. But I would like to see a show that's like this to not just be like shock value and craziness. Like I didn't want to like Racing Canaan because I wanted to like Force the most. But when it comes to writing,
mhm.
acting, everything, it's just the best one.
Yeah, I've
People
been
going
a fan.
crazy already, breaking down 30 seconds of origins.
Yeah, I saw that
Like
clip.
they see so much in them. Like you didn't see anything. Relax. They're hanging out in a car.
Right. But nah, man, Raising Canaan is the best, and it doesn't have as much over the top silliness like all the other ones had, so it's a lot more grounded and
Yeah,
and
because
what
even the over the top guy that's supposed to be Marvin, which in a way would be kind of like watching Tommy before.
right,
He's
right,
so much more in it that you have to calm down, which is
right,
what I was always worried about Force because he's
right.
like, how is this dude gonna be ready to kill everybody for an hour every week? That's a
Mhm.
lot.
Right. And also with Marvin, by this being in a different era, and some of this stuff, people could is more believable than with cameras everywhere and survey all the phones.
Yeah, the different time changes too
Yeah,
much. Yeah. You ever
yeah.
watch shows from the UK? They got way more cameras.
Like, oh yeah, they got the most per capita per like square inch than any city
Yeah.
on earth.
You
Even
can't
though
get away with
China
none of
has
this like
more.
you can't get away with none of these murders in the middle of the street with like bad writing like that. You can't get away with none of that shit.
No, not
You
over
better
there.
you better hide in a house in a fucking basement.
Hey, for real.
It doesn't
Because
work like that.
you under surveillance.
Um you're gonna review Origins?
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
of course.
You like
Yeah.
that it's gonna be 18 episodes?
I didn't know it was gonna be 18 episodes. You just
Yeah,
told me
so you normally start with 8 and then you go for the 10,
they're
but
buying it, huh?
to
Guess
get
they
that right away, I hope they don't split it. I'm assuming they're probably gonna split it though.
right,
But to still make it, you're basically still making it 2 episodes. So it's gonna be like basically Racing Cannon 4 and 5.
right.
They
9
filmed
and
it
10, maybe.
all together, and it's harder for you to figure out who's gonna be there, who's gonna not be there because you see all the set photos,
Uh-huh.
which get leaked or fake leak, whatever, and then it's harder to know what's going on because they're all there. Like there's already like fake
Mm,
leak of the what do you call it? The letters, the words and stuff.
yeah. The story, the
Or
script.
Yeah, the god damn
plot.
script.
I said the script.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So people making videos on like, oh, it's not really leaked. Oh, it is. It's like, damn. Can we wait for the show to start? Fuck.
But when is it gonna premiere?
There's no
This
date yet. I don't think.
Okay.
uh,
I thought it was already a date.
what's coming? That's Origins, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah,
Tommy's and Tariq. It's not. That's nowhere near starting yet.
Mm.
right, right.
Yeah, I don't think that's in production or anything.
So you think Stars is trying to keep 50? 50 always talking about I'm finna go, I'm finna go. But he got this
That's what he does.
and
Good
stuff.
marketing strategy. Yeah.
He got
He
these
used to tell people he owed them money and shit. That's just his
got
thing.
power stuff coming out.
Hmm.
All of it on Stars. He only got one show outside of Stars.
Well, Star's been his main go-to spot. Truthfully, it
Yeah,
ain't like he, you know, a big-time producer producing stuff all over the place. He's had other stuff places, but his best and majority of his work is on Stars.
He just keeps making the same show.
Yeah. Although I didn't see him in Street Fighter.
Yeah, I
Anybody
don't think I'm watching that till it come out for free or something.
You saw the movie?
No, you saw it?
No, I didn't either. Like
No.
you said, I'm gonna wait for it to come to the apps.
I'm gonna watch it for free, I think.
I know, right? No, I ain't about to go pay for it. That's for sure. Well, all right, fellas. This time for sure, it's a wrap. I'm glad you got your. I waited for you to get your link out, but I'm glad you got your link out, my brother. So spread your work and
Whoa.
DJ, if you have some work that you want to spread, let me know. I'll spread
I
it.
got nothing to spread over here.
You ain't no spreader.
Nah.
Nah, I'm just playing, man.
Said all the feedback, you love it, you hate it. Okay, let me have it. I'm learning.
Hey, that's what's up. So y'all check out my boy's stuff, and you let him know you love it, you hate it, you learning. But hope
When you
y'all.
gonna get back on?
I was thinking maybe tomorrow, Lord willing, I ain't too worn out. Then we can go live tomorrow and really need to talk about everything else other than these shows in a way, because although that Canaan ass whooping was good, I wouldn't mind that. But so many things from LeBron to everything else going on in the world.
He still
Although
ain't choose. He still hasn't chosen, right?
hell no, he
The
ain't.
chosen one hasn't chosen.
He has a problem choosing. So I'm gonna see if I can make it tomorrow. If not, I'm gonna do Monday. I know you be watching your Kill Tony though, but we'll see what's up. Try to make something work. If not, Monday.
Dude, right now I just wait for Pat. I'm just watching Pat right now.
Okay.
You don't like Pat?
What is
Nah. This is a comedian.
Pat
Yeah,
O'Neill?
so?
yeah. I ain't been keeping up with it as much as I used to because Tony was so corny. That show was so corny for a while.
His
And,
shit flopped, man. His special.
oh, it was horrible. Did you see it?
Yeah. Oh,
Did you
you
see
watched it?
the Chinese dude in the front row looking mean?
Yeah. He got
That
stuck on
was
that
the
shit.
funniest thing in the
Yeah,
show.
he got stuck on that shit.
That was the funniest thing in the show, and that wasn't even a joke. That wasn't even part of the show. Dude was at the comedy show in the front row. He was sitting like this the whole time, like, oh no,
I wanted to like it, but I was
no.
like, I can't even fake this. I can't even fake laugh.
I laughed at this part because this wasn't a joke. This was funny. But dude was this young Asian dude sitting in the front row, like his face was so serious, man. He ain't laughing nothing, man. Tony started messing with him, trying to get him to laugh. Dude ain't laugh. Looked like he was getting madder.
It made it worse.
It did make it worse. It made it way
Hey,
worse. And
baby.
then Tony did his little weak ass crowd work. It sounded like he was on the Kill Tony stage. What kind of Asian are you? Like,
Yeah, it was tough. It was a tough watch.
yeah,
Yo,
Tony. Truth is, he's a game show host, which is cool. But in his mind, he one of the greatest comics alive. When truth is, nobody know you for your jokes except for the shock value stuff, called Puerto Rico garbage or something like that. But
Damn. No, I'm like,
but that's not a joke. That's like it's a joke because
yeah,
you
that's just for outrage. Yeah,
exactly you trying
yeah,
to be an outrage jock,
yeah.
shock jock, Howard Stern type stuff, and you were a damn what game show contestant, Kill Tony. I mean, not contestant, host.
The host, yeah.
Yeah, that's a shock jock. But that's like you don't see Howard Stern going up doing stand-up comedy. Like, know who you are, stay in your lane, make your money, take your ass home.
Kill Tony is also for him is reactionary too.
Yeah.
You're basically doing crowd work the whole time.
Well, for him,
For him, yeah, for him.
yeah, but for Tony, Kill Tony saved his career because he couldn't make it in movies in California.
Yeah,
And and he wasn't a stand-up comedian killer.
Yeah,
But
I'm not a fan of his stand up.
nah, nobody is. And
Like
then by him doing that show, it basically gave him something. Like
Chris D'Elia and Theo Vaughn, I just watched them on the podcast. Eric Griffin, I'm
Theo
okay with
Vaughn
them on
ain't that funny to me. Chris D'Elia,
hell no. He got one joke. He got the white privilege joke. That's all he got.
I got the one. He must got two jokes then, because the one joke I heard that was funny is where he was saying his daddy's so old. It was like he got shot out of his balls like a musket.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He has a few jokes about his dad was like 70 or some shit when he was like a kid or
Uh-huh.
something.
And he like Spanish or something.
Yeah, Nicaraguan.
Nicaraguan, yeah.
Yeah.
Why he up here parading around like one of the good old boys.
Tom Segura is also I forgot
Yeah,
what country. Peru, I think Peru maybe.
yep. He
Yeah.
knows Spanish.
Yeah.
Segura is a Spanish name.
Yeah. Segura, you just get used to hearing it like it's in English.
And now he done cheated on his wife after he done
My
made
daughter's
money.
making fun of my fake laugh. She's like,
Hey, you know he done been cheating on his wife. They getting a divorce after he made money and lost weight.
I just saw that
Bobby,
they're separated, but I didn't see what happened.
yeah, and Bobby Lee is already with his wife dating her. These people is so weird,
Wait,
man.
for real?
Yeah,
No. With Christina
yeah,
P?
yeah,
Oh, Jesus. She
yeah.
lost weight too, I think.
Unless I'm tripping, she did lose weight.
Yeah,
But
she did.
you know, these people are.
Also, her stand up, not great either.
I didn't even know she did it, but
Oh, yeah, she's
Tom
been doing it
used
for a
to
long
be
time.
funny. He used to be funny, but after he done lost weight and broke himself up doing a layup, he kind of ain't.
He still talks about that shit
Because
because of
that
the sound he made.
sound like somebody dying over there.
Jay,
But he was hurt though.
Bert Kreischer, all of them, I don't like them in stand up. It's just
The whole
podcasts, they're fine.
the whole Rogan sphere is cornballs, man.
hey, LeBron Cott say the Tate brothers are going to prison. Who is she referring to?
Andrew Tate and his brother
Oh yeah, they got arrested, I think, earlier.
Yeah,
in
they still
America.
over though.
I
But they
don't know enough about them and what they're doing. I know they had problem with women, and that's what it's been.
that's what it is. They're accused of sex trafficking. They've been accused of multiple times, but never convicted.
I know they was locked up or something in Romania for that.
That was it. That was one of the many cases. Same thing, sex trafficking. So what she's saying is they've been convicted now,
Mm.
but they've been in trouble for that multiple times. But now they've been convicted. It- at least if they're going to prison, they're going to convict.
Damn, I thought they just got arrested yesterday. Holy shit.
Just
Now,
like Back to the Future, when you get arrested in a newspaper, it was already done through court. Remember when part 2 Back to the Future and they had
That's how they
crashed?
get the finance people, like the
Uh,
big money stuff.
mm, yeah, but when they were getting arrested before, they were always given bail.
mm,
Yeah, I don't follow that stuff.
So I don't know about this one. They may have not been given bail.
I only follow Red and his jail sentence. I don't know about the real people.
Like
nah, I don't know enough about it either.
Mystical, he just started his bid last week.
That's
20 years.
a damn shame. But they say people that do take it, that's part of it for them, because it ain't about if they got money or could get it for free or fame. It part of That's what they say. Part of taking it is part of what they, the
Get
joy.
off on.
Exactly.
It's their power. But Mystical on drugs bad. That's what's wrong with him.
I did hear that years ago. I thought he got better, but I guess not.
No, Mystical, he's just lonely. You gotta understand all Mystical children are grown. And he don't got nobody in his life like that besides his children. So he get lonely. What he got to do? Except drugs. He can still go out and do a show and whatever and make his
Come on,
money.
man.
But when he come home, he's coming home to his voice echoing off the wall.
Mm-hmm.
So he do drugs, and when he get high, he'll do anything. The girl he called over, he knew her. So he just called over.
Well, they mostly always know who they gonna do it, take it from, but
and
yeah.
who knows the relationship they had. They probably been doing it, but she don't want to do that no more because she in a relationship.
Well, another sad downfall to people that we've seen in the limelight that fall off, but hopefully they learn. But this seems they never do because a lot of these type of people don't really stand on much inside. So that's why you see a lot of these type people that seek that type of fame and fortune fall for the same type of problems because they ain't got the grounding to say no to stuff. But if you did say no to stuff, you probably wouldn't make it to certain stuff. So there you have it. With that being said, this is it.
I
Damien
knew that
Kitty.
was coming.
You already know. Damien Kitty, I appreciate you for coming through, fam.
Appreciate you.
Yep, you have a good one, man. I'll see y'all on the next one. Make sure y'all subscribe. I got the notifications because I'm gonna try to always put on the community page at least an hour or a few hours before I go live, uh, so that at least get a heads up. But if I can do at least a day before or a few more hours, I will. So if I'm going live, it won't just be a pop up. At least you get at least an hour or two notice. So, with that being said,
At all.
out of here. Yep. Peace. Y'all
All
have
right,
a
brother.
have a good weekend, safe weekend, everybody. And I'll see y'all on the next one. I'm out of here.